In this video, we are going to discuss about the craziest space missions you've never heard of. Space is full of secrets. Tonight, we uncover the strangest missions you've never heard of. Beyond Apollo and the ISS, there's a hidden history. Lost heroes, audacious gambles, and projects so ambitious, they were doomed from the start. These are the tales time almost forgot, more compelling than the headlines. In this countdown, we'll journey through 7 obscure chapters of spaceflight, peeling back layers of secrecy and myth. From Soviet silence to underdog triumphs, each story reveals the bizarre, complex nature of our quest for the heavens. Prepare for a journey into the unknown, a countdown of missions that defy belief and challenge what we know about the space race. Let the countdown begin. Our countdown begins with a chilling echo from the dawn of the space age. Before Yuri Gagarin's triumph, rumors swirled of Soviet missions erased from history. 2 Italian brothers, the Giudica Cordiglias, claimed to intercept desperate transmissions. Heartbeats, labored breathing, even a woman's panicked voice as her craft burned up. These ghostly signals suggested the Soviets sent humans into orbit and lost them. The Soviet government denies it all, calling the recordings hoaxes or misinterpretations. Yet, missing test pilots, airbrushed photos, and a culture of secrecy keep the legend alive. Whether fact or fiction, the lost cosmonauts remind us of the human cost of exploration. They are the ultimate sacrifice, to die for a cause that denies you ever existed. Floating between truth and myth, they haunt the shadows of the space race, the first and perhaps most profound secret on our countdown. From Soviet secrets, we travel to Japan, 1970, a story of persistence and ingenuity. Osumi, Japan's first satellite, was launched on a rocket with no guidance system, just gravity and hope. After 4 failures, the 5th attempt saw chaos. The final stage tumbled out of control. But engineers had a backup, an ignition timer, not a separation signal. Against all odds, the engine fired at a random angle, shoving Osumi into a lopsided orbit. The satellite lived for just hours, but it proved Japan could join the spacefaring club. Osumi orbited for decades, a silent monument to clever, low-cost engineering. It succeeded by refusing to fail. A triumph snatched from the jaws of disaster. So, late 1950s America, while NASA built Mercury capsules, the Air Force dreamed bigger. The X-20 Dinosaur, a winged, reusable spaceplane, part fighter, part spy, part science fiction. Pilots, including a young Neil Armstrong, trained for a craft that could glide from orbit to runway. But the project's purpose was unclear: reconnaissance, bomber, or research. Bureaucracy and budget cuts doomed it. In 1963, after $660 million, Dinosaur was cancelled before ever flying. Its technology lived on in the space shuttle, but the Dinosaur became a ghost of what might have been. A spectacular vision, grounded by politics, the future lost on the drawing board. Now a feline twist. France's space program sent a stray cat, Félicette, to space in 1963. She endured astronaut training, electrodes implanted to monitor her brain. Launched atop a Veronique rocket, Félicette soared 97 miles up, experiencing weightlessness. Her mission was a scientific success. She returned alive, a national hero. Tragically, she was euthanized for research weeks later. For years, her story was forgotten, even misattributed to a male cat. Only recently was her legacy honored with a statue. Félicette's journey is a poignant reminder of the animal pioneers behind human triumphs. Britain's space story is brief but remarkable. The Black Arrow rocket, built entirely in the UK, launched the Prospero satellite in 1971 from Australia. The mission was flawless. Britain became the 6th nation to launch its own satellite. Yet the program was cancelled before the rocket even flew, deemed too costly compared to buying American launches. Prospero's success was bittersweet, a triumph immediately abandoned. The satellite still orbits today, a lonely monument to a dream deferred. Britain remains the only nation to give up its proven launch capability. A space race won, then walked away from. Now, a modern marvel. India's Mars orbiter mission, Mangalyaan. In 2013, ISRO launched its first interplanetary probe aiming for Mars, a destination with a high failure rate. The mission's budget, just $74 million, less than a Hollywood space movie. Using homegrown tech and frugal engineering, a small team made the impossible possible. After a tense 300-day journey, a critical engine burn succeeded. In 2014, India became the first Asian nation to reach Mars orbit on its first try. It was a moment of immense pride and a statement to the world. India proved extraordinary achievements aren't reserved for the wealthy. Mangalyaan redefined what's possible in space exploration, a triumph of ambition and ingenuity. Our final story, China, 1993. The FSW-1 spy satellite failed at launch, its re-entry capsule crashing near Penglai village. The government called it a weather satellite, but debris and a swift military response told another story. Villagers reported a massive explosion and rumors swirled of radioactive material. Some believe the satellite was destroyed deliberately to protect secrets. The Penglai event remains shrouded in secrecy and speculation. It's a stark reminder what goes up must come down, sometimes in the worst way. Space technology is powerful, but never without risk. Doubt and suspicion fell with the debris. From lost cosmonauts to frugal triumphs, these stories reveal the messy, perilous, and deeply human side of space exploration. For every Armstrong, there's a dinosaur pilot who never flew. For every celebrated satellite, a Prospero left in silence. The journey to the stars is paved with mysteries and milestones alike. Which mission fascinated you most? Let us know in the comments. Subscribe for more secrets from the final frontier. Until next time, keep looking up and never stop questioning what lies beyond.